Hey you guys, and welcome back to Kinda Late Reviews. Today we're going to be talking about the Black Myth Wukong exclusivity deal, because it turns out that Sony is being kind of sus. Alright, let's check it out. So, back during the ABK trial, Activision Blizzard King, Phil Spencer said this. Every time we ship a game on PlayStation, Sony captures 30% of the revenue that we do on their platform, and then they use that money among other revenue that they have to do things to try to reduce Xbox survival on the market. Okay, so now we get to Black Myth Wukong and its release. Right before its release, the studio said this. We are currently optimizing the Xbox Series X and S version to meet our quality standards, so it won't release simultaneously with the other platforms. We apologize for the delay and aim to minimize the wait for Xbox users. We will announce the release date as soon as it meets our quality standards. At the same time, Xbox came out and said this. We're excited for the launch of Black Myth Wukong on Xbox Series X and S, and are working with Game Science to bring the game to our platforms. We can't comment on the deals made by our partners with other platform holders, Sony, but we remain focused on making Xbox the best platform for gamers, and great games are at the center of that. So Xbox already kind of knew about the exclusivity, and were being kind of shady about it, or weren't allowed to talk about it, whereas for whatever reason, the Black Myth studio couldn't, why didn't they say something? Obviously, they would have said something about the exclusivity. Lots of games have exclusivity. But this seems like a very late game exclusivity. Right before it was going to drop, they got exclusive. So Sony came with a dump truck of money and was like, hey. But the reason why they didn't say that it was exclusive seems more like they weren't allowed. They weren't allowed to say that it was exclusive. So it now makes the Xbox look weak. And it makes you wonder, are other studios doing this? Is Sony going to be doing other exclusivity deals like this with other things? And the timing is also kind of sus, because Sony has its new Pro coming out. The new Pro specs, according to Digital Foundry, are not phenomenal. It still won't run GTA 6 at high settings in 4K 60. So, there's still probably going to be, unless there's some really good AI integration, which there might be. I think they said that there is going to be, so we'll see how good it is. But for the most part, it's a very small bump in power. But to make it look more powerful, they're making Xbox look bad. They're making Xbox look like it can't run the current games. And by doing these exclusivity deals and then making the studio not allowed, as part of the deal, to say that they have an exclusivity deal. That's shady shit. Especially with a game like Black Myth Wukong. A Chinese developed game, which is going to sell bonkers in China. In fact, PS5s are selling out because it's the only console that can, play the game. Because Sony paid for an exclusivity deal. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think it's super sus. Chico, what do you think? Okay. Well, that's it. I'm going to be uploading a lot more videos and trying to figure out what I'm going to do. My schedule's been all kind of whacked, so we're getting back on track, and just thought I'd throw up this update. Kind of crazy. All right, well, wiggly wiggly woo.
Woof, 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 woof.